Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it actually serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
Go, boys, go. Let's go. At their own 27-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, it's gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
At the 13-yard line.
50, 180, 50 seconds. Come on. Watch around. This shot, baby. This is baby shot. Slam. Great.
On second down. It's Rowe, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
The set, 180. Mike 58, right there.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Geis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
180. 4 down.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
2 for 1. 52. Bravo.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
I'm coming.
A shotgun snap for Gone. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52 all day. Shell. Check.
On 1st down, Gone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
He's checking. Crash. He's coming. We got double up. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Come get some. He don't want it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey.
Newton. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Newton now to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Newton. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Value 1. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Go, 12, go.
Goff now looks to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
DC. Let's see what you got. Hey, lift.
On the ground, it's Geis, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip. Jam. Check 31. Tight dog. 12.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
5.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, Newton escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Geis. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a run with Geis. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Gone. Complete to his tight end Sample. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, this is Geis. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check. Check three. Switch.
Again they run. Again it's Geis. And an alley to run. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Geis, they'll try to run it. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
25. Check 25.
They run with Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try the left side. Throw. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check.
On first down, here's Love. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the Rams' 31-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Newton to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Newton will bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing is Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did, you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Here's Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Mike 52. Ricky.
Gone. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle and inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
36. Watch twist. Hey, 76.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he missed it. It's no good. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Rush in. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I'm coming after you. Kill. Check your hot read.
3rd down, here's Geis. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. You know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits on zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Los Angeles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard. Line right around the 36.
Here we go. At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive lineman
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. On first down, Newton. He's got it. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. To throw is Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing is Cousins. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go play action here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 173. 54. Check.
From the red zone now, Newton. Wright's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Newton. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Vikings, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch out. Check 13. Check 13. Big end. Tighten up.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Watch the shift. Say, first.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Cousins now. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Check four. Check. Watch that. Wide. Watch the end. Hey, yellow.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Undercross. Check. Bang.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a second time for 6 points.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Newton now to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54. Bring up 48. Strip that ball. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Line out. Check 43. Alert 3.
Cousins. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 48 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they got the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple complete.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins, Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Forced it. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Cousins on first down. That'll be complete to Cook.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and short.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Might want to remember that 3rd down play. 37 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball, I'm about to make a big play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And Diggs has it. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we're going to look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 2nd and 12, Newton escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4. They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Watch the card. Watch the card. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Hatch it. Hatch it. Kill. Lucky 48.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run with Cook, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check back, check back. Tight dog. Alert flare.
This is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. And that played
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, Steamer.
Inside give to Ham, the fullback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me, because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins to throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
You don't want it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's quick. Check 37. Check 37. Check 15. Check 15.
On first down, it's Cook. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Let's make one. Wide, get wide. You go to the hard.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
As this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the... And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jarius Wright there to make the grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down and 4. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 36 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The toss running left. It's Cook. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. And what are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Newton to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now it's Newton. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check 52. Watch the safety creep. Hey, 382. Lay 50.
Following the interception, Cousins going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Check.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
SOS. Out.
They run again on first down. Cook. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 28 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And they got the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.